The iPhone 12 Pro Max. Is it still the king? Well, we're gonna find out in today's tech review. So, hey guys, it's Abstract here, and today I'm gonna do a review, a redo review, a re-review, because I've done a review on this phone already 3 months ago, but it wasn't the best. Wasn't the best quality, wasn't the best as in like in depth and like kind of telling you and all the info you need to know about it. So kind of consider this as a re-review of this review of a product kind of thing. So we're gonna first start off with a quick overview. So first being the price starts at $1,100, pretty steep, but it's a flagship iPhone, and you know Apple isn't known for being the cheapest. $1,100, although with storage options, which are 128, 256, and then 512. With storage options, it can make the price go way up, so I'm gonna have to know about that. Also, because in colors, so 4 different colors. You have this gold, which looks amazing, beautiful in certain angles. You know, like get it right there, beautiful. So it comes in gold, space gray, or graphite, and then Pacific blue, and then I think was it silver. So those 4 colors. Also, the design is completely different. Like the iPhone 12 series are flat edge design, so kind of like this way better than the rounded edges. So flat, pretty much on all sides, completely flat, and it kind of gives it for a better grip in the hand, which I'll explain later. So the screen size is 6.7 inches, pretty big. Although once you actually have it in your hands, or if you have big hands like me, I know every tech reviewer says that, but if you have big hands, I mean, it sounds honestly not that bad. It's not that big, really. I mean, sometimes you can tell when watching the video, but usually, I mean, honestly, it's not that bad, as in for the size. Also, there is 3 cameras and LiDAR. LiDAR is something I don't really use at all. I'll get more in depth, but I forget it's even on this phone to begin with. But you have 3 big cameras, and that's one thing to notice is that the camera module on the Pro Max version this year are way bigger. I like that. I like how it sticks out. It's not afraid to be, sticking out like that. Like the Samsung S21 Ultra, how the lens, how the whole camera bump just sticks out. It's not afraid to do that, so kind of cool. Moving on here to design. So how does it feel? What's the design like? How does it feel to hold? What are my honest thoughts on it? Honestly, I love the way it feels. I mean, there's one little pet peeve with it, but I'll get into that in a second. I love the way this feels. I feel like the rounded, not rounded, but the squared or flat off edges give it a better grip. When I first got this phone, when I first unboxed it a few months ago, like I loved how it feels. Like it doesn't feel like I can actually drop this. Like I don't feel like I'm gonna drop it at all. Not really slippery, very nice feel. Although there's one little drawback to it is that I feel like it gets scratches way too easy. So I'll give it a quick wipe down just to make sure. And this is a microfiber cloth you can find on Amazon for a few bucks. Very, very helpful for like, clean off your iPhone and everything in your glasses. And there's a bunch of scratches on this. I don't even know how some of these even got here. They're between micro scratches and then deeper grooves at level 7, 9, 8. I know, I'm just kidding. But I have one big nick in the screen, and then I have a few micro scratches around the edge and to the side. That's kind of one drawback, but that's the only drawback that's with this phone, really, to be honest, is that scratches. And if you have a problem with that, then just get a screen protector. So yeah, overall, I love the design. I love how it feels. It doesn't some people are saying when you're holding it in your hands that the edges, the flat, sharp edges kind of poke your phone, or when you're holding it like this with your pinky. I never had that problem. I mean, I don't have too much of a problem holding it like this at all, so that's set for design. Cameras, I'll go on the camera real quick. The camera on this thing, after 3 months of testing, video recording in 4K, 60 FPS, HDR and everything, with photos and taking photos and everything, the camera quality is amazing. Let me get a quick wipe down on this front-facing camera. Yeah, that front-facing camera is amazing when you're taking photo shots and portraits and stuff. I'll take one real quick right here. That was a bad one, but the camera is amazing, all the detail and everything. I've never had a problem with the cameras. Well, I can't really say that. I mean, honestly, I can't say too much about it. I mean, the camera quality on this thing, especially the rear-facing cameras, are amazing. For the Pro Max, you get camera stabilization, a bigger sensor and everything. So, like, it's a lot. You can tell between the 12 Pro, which I reviewed a few months ago, you can tell it's more stable when you're moving it around. But okay, so we're outside, and I got the 12 Pro Max on my right, the 12 Pro on my left, and we're in 4K 30 FPS. Now, there is a bit of a difference with the 12 Pro Max, as it has a more stable video stabilization type of thing in the camera versus the 12 Pro. But they're both pretty good. It's just the 12 Pro Max has a bit of kind of a higher advantage in that department, but overall they're pretty much kind of the same in every aspect. The only drawback with this phone, or with the camera specifically, is night mode. I find night mode to still be kind of eh. I mean, night photos on this thing aren't the best, which I'll turn the camera off real quick, or lights off. Take a quick photo, and I'll just, I don't know, do it right here. I've taken a few. They're not terrible, although they aren't the best. Yeah, let's see. So, yeah, they aren't the best. I find it to be kind of drawing or kind of lacking. To be honest, I feel like they're grainy. That brings me to the ultra wide. So yeah, night mode it's okay, it's all right. I don't know if you have a problem with that, just use flash. So with night mode, or not night mode, but ultra wide, it's very grainy. It's only good in lights in, like, you know, very lit area. Let's say it's like sunny outside and everything. It's only good when it's like light. But then if it's in dark area, so if I try, let's say, kind of it being dark and ultra wide, it's gonna look terrible. It's gonna be very grainy, as they say, and I never usually use the ultra wide unless it's good camera lighting. But then again, you can always use flash if you have that much of a problem. It's always use flash right there. So kind of the only thing I have a problem with it is night mode, not the greatest, and then ultra wide is still lacking. They need to put a bigger sensor in this thing for it to be any better. And I might as well mention this too. Face ID is great, very fast. I'll lock it and then unlock, lock, unlock. It's very fast. You won't really have any problem with Face ID. It's the same thing as last year, if not better. So battery life. All right, so let me go to settings here. Battery life for me has been great. The longest I've had it was I had 10 hours of screen on time, 9 hours on a single charge. So on average, I've gotten 7 hours of screen on time, and honestly, it says 7 hours, but I've used it before I got the iPad, which kind of laid back on the battery usage of my phone. Before I got the iPad, my screen on time was like 10 hours, which I'll go try and find the photo here. There we go. So I had it once when I was, mainly using this phone a lot, recording, editing videos on my phone. I had 10 hours of screen on time at the max, really. So the battery life is great. It's phenomenal. As you know, that the battery is, bigger this year's? Or not bigger, but it's smaller this year, but still good. So expect 10 hours of screen on time, 9 hours, between 7 and 9 really on a single charge. But then again, the 11 Pro Max's battery life is better by an hour, so that's one thing to notice, or to kind of know. So I'm going to go over to battery health. Right now it's at 100%. I had it for 3 months, and it's still at 100%, so that's always good. And let me see if this tells me. So last 10 days, 7 hours of screen on time, and I've used over 100% of the battery most days. And that's kind of what I've gotten for battery life. It's been completely good. It's been great. Not too many problems, except when you're mainly using the phone, or when you're using it hardcore. No, when you're doing heavy uses with the phone, recording videos, editing videos back to back, it gets hot. That's one thing I need to talk about is that it does get a little hot when you're recording. After you finish recording between, I don't know, a 5-minute video to like a 30-minute video, it does get fairly hot, and I have ran into times where I need to put it in the refrigerator. I know, I'm not kidding. I had to put it in the refrigerator to cool it down because I'd be heavy using this phone, editing and recording everything. But overall, besides those two things, heating or it getting hot, and then the battery draining when using it, good thing to expect. But that's kind of what's been happening for battery life. So that brings me to 5G. I'm kidding. Okay, there's no difference with 5G. 4G, 5G, there's no difference really for the average consumer to notice. Because, it's great, you notice it. It's just that it drains the battery, it knocks off 1 to 2 hours of battery life when using 5G. And yeah, there's automatic battery saving 5G mode where it's like, if you need 5G, it kicks up to 5G. If you don't need it, and it kicks down to 4G. So, but overall, 5G hasn't really changed that much, honestly. I'm being completely... you do notice it. I'll do a quick speed test with Wi-Fi off. Do this. Oh, yeah, Wi-Fi off. One thing I experienced is that in the first week of using the phone, I've had it drop, the service literally drops in the first weeks. After a while, I didn't have the problem, but yeah, 5G, I've had it where the service, recently, the service literally, I'll go to photos and try to find it. It dropped. I didn't have any service for some reason, and I was on 5G. And this was a few days ago, which I think I have yeah, there we go. So on Friday, which was a few days ago, yeah, this says no service. No service. I don't know why it was doing that, and there was no service, so it just dropped. And then a few minutes later, it came back on. So besides that, 5G has been good. The thing about 5G is that you won't really notice it all that much. I mean, for me, I've noticed the faster speeds, except that, I mean, it's something that the average consumer isn't going to notice. Like, in some parts or sometimes, 4G is actually better, it's just as good, if not better. Well, it all depends on your situation, or what, not situation, but where you are, kind of your location and everything, so. But first, let's do a quick, 5G test or whatever. I'm at my house, so. Alright, so quick 5G test here. I am at my house, so it's not gonna be the best. Let's say, like, if I go near a town or a city, it's kind of a rural area, that'll be way better. But me being out here, I'll probably hit like 10 megabits maybe at the very highest. And ooh, yep, 10 megabits now is kind of about it. Oh, 11, okay. But yeah, not the most impressive thing on the earth or on the planet, because, well, it depends on your location and where you're at. But yeah, only pretty low numbers right now. And there you go. And one time I did clock 100. At the highest I've gotten, it was like, I think 95 or 100 megabits down. But other than that, it really depends on the location. And so 5G isn't something to get hyped up for. It isn't a reason, definitely, not to buy this phone. It's not a reason to buy this phone at all. But yeah, it's not. I'm at my house right now, so I'm not gonna get the best speeds, but that's kind of your ideally conditions. I mean, it just depends on where you are. So yeah, that's when I said that's what I mean by ideal conditions, is that it really depends on your location. So it won't be super fast speeds all the time, which, that's kind of all you expect from 5G. MagSafe. Now, MagSafe is great. I never had any issues with it, to be honest, completely. It's great. I mean, one thing to note about it, well, I'm gonna state the bad things about it, is that first off, it gets the phone hot. So with that, and I think that's kind of it, honestly. I don't really use 5G. I don't really use MagSafe all that much, although it is useful. I only have it in my office, so I'm usually upstairs in my room, and so I'm not usually using it all that much. But I mean, nothing to really say too much about it. It charges at 15 wattage, so it's kind of slow charging. Not slow, but it's your average charger, really. The thing I like about it is the animation and the fact that it's kind of magnets and everything. But overall, MagSafe has been great. So it's just really the phone getting hot, and I guess the fact that the cord's not that long, I guess. So that's kind of all the disadvantages. With MagSafe, you get the cool animation. You get the accessories with I'll show you right here. Let's see. You get what I use, you have the silicone case, which you can just magnetize, which I'll demonstrate real quick. Oh, by the way, the case lights up, if you didn't know that already. And it sticks on pretty well. Don't want to drop it. The thing I like about it is that you can actually, twist it around. So let's say you can have it so you can turn it upside down, maybe have it this way, change angles wherever you're sitting on it or whatever you're using it. So have it like this. That was the iPhone 7. Weird. Like I was saying though, is you can have it like this, or you can change it to where it's up. You have it right on the bottom. So that's kind of cool. I mean, there's cool stuff about it. One thing to quickly note about is with the wallet, you cannot MagSafe through here. It's impossible. I've tried already, okay? So overall, MagSafe is pretty fine. I mean, nothing to really say about it all that much, besides a pretty cool wireless charger. And it does hint at that Apple is moving to getting rid of the port. So that's kind of that's kind of all MagSafe really is. All right, RDU. Regular daily usage. So basically, going through all my apps, kind of using it like I would on every other day. So we're gonna first start off with just unlocking the phone, quick Face ID. As you can see, with the camera picks up the little flashing. So I got my little notifications here, and I just uploaded on my other channel. So we're just gonna swipe up, and let's go straight to Instagram. That's how you come on once in a while. So Chicago looking pretty cool. Zolo Tech, all right, Aaron, with that iOS 14.6. I'm guessing you just uploaded, so that's pretty cool. So let's keep going. Ooh, look at that. Bugatti Chiron Pure Sport. Dream car right there. Oh, that looks mean. I don't get how people don't like super, like some people like old cars more than supercars. I'm like, look at this. This looks mean. Like, look at that. All right, keep it going. Xbox controller. I just actually got one of these, so that's pretty nice. So Japanese. And Apple Music, okay. Ooh, okay. We got there 11 Pro and 11 Pro over there. Cool. Ooh, look at this guy in his with a Lamborghini Aventador S. All right, cool. Nice gaming setup. Give that a like. And Bugatti Chiron, looking beast. Nice red. Is that a Porsche? Nice. By the way, I don't usually cover this, but the speakers on this thing are very good. They're really good. So, yeah, let's keep going. Oh, okay, that's nice. I would like my setup to be like that, where it's like monitor and like iPad right there, the keyboard, and the iPhone. Was that 12 Pro? Either it's a 12 Pro Max or it's a 12 Pro. I can't really tell. Okay. All right, Porsche Macan. Nice. Mercedes looking over here with that miniature car. All right, that's cool. So daily stuff, 60 hertz. Ooh, is that AMG GTR? Nice. So 60 hertz basically, or is that GT? Yeah, GT Black Series. Okay. So nice and smooth. iOS. So let's go. I don't know. Let's go over to Discord. Abstract Discord over here, and general. So all your standard stuff. It's not too crowded or not too active going on daily, but kind of just about that. And I'm wondering what else I should go through. We can go through the Apple Store real quick. So shop, they got the new iPad Pro, epic, very nice. I made a video on this, by the way, so check that out if you want to. Not gonna buy one because, well, I already have an iPad Pro to the left of me over there. So, okay, so this took me to there. Let's go out. Let's keep scrolling. iPhone 12, purple. All right. iMac. I like that new iMac. Pretty dope. Let's click on this. Okay. I go red. I know it's pink, but I like the back of it. I know it's kind of weird, but no, you got your AirPods Max. You can click on that. Scroll through, wait for it to load. There you go. Pretty nice. So yeah, it's kind of all your stuff I would do. I would scroll through. I got some of my widgets look like. It's what my home screen looks like. Got weather widget. You got my music over there. All the stuff on this corner, that corner, and then widget notes. You get the photos. Swipe through. Pretty cool. Snapchat. So standard stuff. Widgets over here. And that's kind of how you would daily use it. And you kind of not too bad over here. It's kind of what you expect. Kind of if you have an iPhone already, expect the same experience, except slim bezels. Actually, let me go over to YouTube. That's what I need to do. Slim bezels, by the way, but let me hit on a YouTube video. We can go over to, and let's see. Black Guy says the plus on the controller is called a D-pad. Yeah, because I was explaining like, oh, it's a plus on the controller. I was trying to explain like how it looks, the shape of it, how it's a plus versus a full circle with a plus. I know it's kind of weird. We're going to day strike controller. Wait for it to load. It's your average stuff. Yeah, 4K, I think. Yep. Oops. Oh, it's freezing on me. Yeah, I put it on 4K, but that's kind of what you expect. I love the way you have it where you can zoom in like this. Look at the bezels. And you got that notch up there, but I don't really mind the notch. You don't really notice it all that much. So, that's kind of how it would be. Turn it this way, and you got your standard stuff. So, yeah, that's RDU for you. RDU for you. Let's RDU. Let's keep on moving. Let's move on here. Okay, so what are my honest thoughts on the iPhone 12 Pro Max? I feel like the size and everything, it's great. The cameras are great. Let me get a quick wipe down on this. Oh, one thing I didn't notice, or one thing I didn't point out before, is that side rails do get lots of fingerprints. I probably should have mentioned that earlier, but that's kind of one thing. But overall, yeah, it's been great. I like the size. I like how it feels. It's not too big, I feel like, because my iPhone 11 and the iPhone 12 Pro Max are kind of the same width. They're just, the 12 Pro Max is actually just taller. So I don't have a problem holding this in my hands. I love big phones. I don't really like the 12 mini or like small phones like the iPhone 7 here. Quick size comparison. I don't like how small the iPhone 7 type of size phone is. I don't really like how it is. It's kind of awkward to hold like this in two hands. So, and then one-handed. I mean, it's cool, I guess, but it's not really something I just put FaceTime on. It's not something I like because I personally like big phones like the 12 Pro Max. And yeah, overall, like holding experience and everything, it's great. Have I had any issues with the phone besides the service dropping, which actually might not be the phone itself. It really can just be Verizon because I have Verizon, and scratches, which I just get a screen protector. So overall, I think it's great. I love this phone. It's my second phone. My first one is the iPhone 11, which is the thing I'm using to record right now. But yeah, overall, it's a great phone. So moving on to should you buy it? It really depends on your situation, like I always say. So if you have an 11 Pro Max, should you upgrade for a 12 Pro Max? No, you should not do that because, well, for one, 5G. I mean, you could say future-proofing. Well, not really because, well, 5G won't be ready until like a few years down the line. So you're saving money by that. Unless you like the design, like the way it looks. I mean, I like the fact that the camera module is a lot bigger, but is that a reason to upgrade over 11 Pro Max? No, because 11 Pro Max has a better battery life or longer battery life, and really you're not really losing too many things with the 12 Pro Max or with the 11 Pro Max besides the different camera upgrade, like the night mode, and with like everything else, like the ultra wide, bigger sensor and everything. But overall, yeah, you shouldn't upgrade it unless you have, like, let's say, maybe a 10s Max. I mean, yeah, you could make the jump. I mean, you should make the jump if you want to. That is, because you are getting slimmer bezels, a better screen, and the better cameras, and a bigger phone, everything, a bigger screen, everything. So, I mean, it really depends on your situation. Like I said, it really depends on what you're looking for. If you have a smaller phone and you don't like bigger phones, then you should probably look away from this. Get a 12 Pro. Although 12 Pro isn't that the greatest either. You just get 11 Pro if you want a 12 Pro, honestly. But yeah, it really depends on your situation. It really depends on if you like the phone or not. Always go check it out in store, like in person, like at Costco or at the Apple Store. But honestly, it really depends if you like the phone, if you like the fact that it's bigger, and if you're willing to pay that price tag. So that's it for this tech review. Hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you want to see in the future tech reviews coming up. Just kind of let me know what stuff you want me to review. Like, I don't know, like a iPhone 11, want me to redo that video, or like AirPods and everything. But let me know what you like, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. I need your help.